going on, YouTube? Lovers of eBay, eBay sellers, haul video enthusiasts, all you people watching this, thanks for checking this out. It's Monday morning. It's the week of Thanksgiving. This is going to be a fast video. I'm feeling speedy today. I got a lot of things to do. I have 10 items to ship. I have to go grocery shopping. I got to list a few things. I have to have lunch with my dad. It's a good life. And then I have to pick up my kids at 3:30 and be super dad all afternoon. So this is going to be a quick video. I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff and we're going to get it on. So let's see what sold this week on eBay. We are in Fashion Meets Function. This is my clothing store on eBay, and this is the first item we're going to look at. This was a really, really nice sweater. It felt really good. It has a really nice weave and pattern. It's got a nice neck with a zipper on the front. I liked it. If it was my size, I might have even kept it. And it sold for, it sold for $29.95 plus shipping. So that was a good sale. And that was part of that big yard sale that I bought. Next item, lots of rock and roll t-shirts, so we're going to go through them quickly. Misfits, classic punk rock logo with blood splatter and blood dripping. This one's kind of extra gory skull logo. And it sold to some cool kid in New York City for $25 with free shipping. Cheap Trick, this is a pretty common shirt. And I sold it low, $11.95 with free shipping. I sold 3 Led Zeppelin shirts. Check this out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that Kid Icarus design is really hot. All of these shirts had a bunch of watchers, and it's funny because this is a really common shirt. These shirts are not, they're not genuine vintage. These shirts are not from 1977. All of them say United States of America 1977 tour, but they're all reprints, and but they're really popular. So let's see, $12.95 with free shipping, $12.95 with free shipping, $12.95 with free shipping. I think I'm sold out of Led Zeppelin shirts. I should get some more of these. All right, I sold a Miley Cyrus 2007 tour t-shirt. This was back when Miley was so cute and innocent and like a little Disney puppet, and now she's like a rock and roll pop star bad girl. So this is an older style shirt, and it's a tour shirt. So let's see, there's the tour info, and this did not take long to sell. I probably should have priced it a little higher, but it sold for $14.95 with free shipping. I have got a bunch of Tupac shirts for sale. I've already sold a couple of them. This one I priced really low because there was a ton of them on eBay. Excuse me. There's a ton of them on eBay with the same design. It's not a Machiavelli brand shirt. It's not like a vintage Tupac shirt. It's a pretty contemporary one, and they're just not worth very much. So I said, you know what? Let me just price it to sell. Let's get it out of here. And it did. It sold, within a couple of weeks for $8.95 with free shipping. Let's see. I'll show you that. So it is the Tupac brand, but you can see from the date there, 2014. So not a vintage shirt. And then last thing I'm going to show you in this store, I really love this item. I don't know why, I don't wear stuff like this. I don't wear women's clothing, but it just looked really cool, really fashionable to me. And it's this DKNY knit hoodie that's full length, button front, long sleeve, extra long length. And I took a best offer on this, I think of $14 with free shipping. I kind of wish I'd held out for more, but right now I'm in sales mode. If someone's going to make an offer that is a fair offer to me based on what I paid for this item, which in this case I paid virtually nothing for this item, then I am going to accept that offer, even if it's, taking $5 or $6 off the price. So let's see, I just got an eBay notification on my phone. That's always exciting. Let's see what it was. Nothing. So does this ever happen when you're using the eBay app that you get the little eBay little sound, like you have a message or something, and then you don't? You can see there's no red dot there. saying I have a notification. So every once in a while, my eBay app does that, and I mean, I don't have any new messages, so who knows? Sorry, that was distracting. I should have just not looked at my phone, but I thought I'd be like, hey, check out this sale I just got. I just sold something. But that's not what happened. All right, now we're going to hop over to Triple Z Treasures and look at some other stuff. So let's look at some more clothing. This one is super cool. I really like this. This is a vintage, like 1980s or early 1990s Canyon Guide Outfitters jacket, and it has a really cool logo. I thought this logo was just neat and made it look very authentic. You can see the lining is like real wool lining, and let's see, there's the tag. You can tell from the tag, if you know your tags, you can tell that this is kind of an older item. And you know, it's a nice like thick linen or canvas, and it's got the two-tone color, plus it's got the groovy Navajo print pattern. So this just looks like something that, you know, you'd wear out hiking in the canyons of the West, which is where I'm from. So I was feeling this jacket, and I'm glad it sold for full price of $24.95 plus shipping. I think I actually might have sold something this time. Ooh, yeah, look. I got the red spot. That means there's a real thing happening here. All right, let's see what it is. Notifications. Respond to offer. Ooh, I like that. Respond to offer. Set of Castle Guides, ephemera, notes, and documents, 1982, London. So what I'm going to look at here is this item. I don't know if this is going to show up well in the video or not, but basically it's a collection of castle guides and notes and different stuff from someone's trip to London back in the 80s, and like I got this as just part of a big, I think I bought a big auction lot of books. I bought like 4 or 5 huge boxes of books like a couple years ago, and this was one of the things that was in the books, was like a folder full of notes from hotels and handwritten notes about the things that they saw, and like guides from all these different castles. And so basically this is ephemera of like someone's trip through England and parts of Europe. And so I've had it up for sale for like 2 years. I'm asking $19.95, $19.99 with free shipping. I just got an offer for $12 with free shipping, and I'm going to take it because this item needs to go. I don't want to hold things for 2 years, so I'm going to, you know, I basically got it for free. I mean, it wasn't even a book. It just came with a bunch of books that I bought. So this is just kind of a bonus item that I listed, so I'm really glad it's going to sell. Yeah, buddy, there we go. Another sale in the books. Okay, where was I? Michael Jackson. So, this is how it went down with this Michael Jackson shirt, which is that I decided I was going to make a couple of collections. Now that I'm listing clothing and my store is a little more consistent in the types of items I'm carrying, it's becoming less random. So I said, let me make a couple collections and see how that goes, and see if, you know, if I get a bunch more clicks on these items, if I sell anything on this. So I made my first collection was women's music and concert tour T-shirts. That's what I titled it. And so I went through both of my stores. I selected all of the shirts, the music-related T-shirts that were either in a women's cut or were in a size like small or medium that I thought would appeal to, you know, a female buyer. And so I made a collection of them. I put it out on eBay, and then I went on Facebook and I shared it on Facebook with, I only have like 220 friends. I'm not like a crazy friend collector. My Facebook friends are all people that I actually know in real life. I don't like just add random people. I'll do that on Twitter. I'll do that on Instagram, but Facebook is a small group for me. And so I put it out there. A couple of my friends shared the collection, and I sold a T-shirt. This Michael Jackson T-shirt sold that very day to someone here in Tucson, Arizona, which makes me think that it sold through Facebook, because I don't sell things in Tucson very often. I'm sure any of you who sell, you know, like you don't sell stuff in your hometown like all the time. And I don't know who it is. I saw the buyer's name. I asked my wife, like, hey, do you know this person? So I'm not sure who it is, but I'm really grateful that that buyer, if they saw it on Facebook or they saw my collection through social media, that's awesome that it works. So that's a sign that collections work on eBay. So I will be probably making more collections out of my inventory. I've got 2 so far. I have the T-shirt one, and then I have a women's silk clothing one because I have so much silk for sale right now. So let's move on. That's the last T-shirt we're going to look at, the King of Pop. All right, I sold my first wallets. So I did another video about where actually, these wallets have been featured in 2 videos, both about buying stuff on liquidation.com, because that's where I bought these. These were like, I bought these wholesale. I got 96 wallets, and I was starting to freak out because none of them had sold. I had a lot of watchers, but in the first 2 weeks, like nothing had sold. And so I was super excited that I sold a set of 4 wallets for $23 with free shipping. I'm selling them individually on eBay for $9.95 with free shipping. So you definitely like save a lot of money if you buy all 4. And you get 1 of each color. I know some of you probably think camouflage is super corny, but they are cool wallets, and camouflage is hot. People still really like to buy camouflage. So I'm super glad that sold, and I'll get it off in the mail today. All right, now we're going to look at stuff that is not clothing. Let's move on. All right, Vintage Ohio Elks Association playing cards by Bicycle. They're vintage. They come in a nice box. And the interesting thing about this sale is that I got a message from someone in Japan saying, is there any way you could get lower shipping to me in Japan? And so I went into the listing and I revised the shipping. It was set international shipping because I do ship international myself, not just through the global shipping program. And I had it set to Priority Mail International. And I changed it to Priority Mail International Flat Rate Envelope, which I know will be a little bit cheaper. That's how it should have been set anyways. Honestly, like for something this size, all of it should be at International Flat Rate Envelope price. I'm not sure why it wasn't that way. So I adjusted it. I sent him a message back and said, hey, I just revised it to flat rate price, and it should be a little bit cheaper. And the person messaged me back and said, thanks so much. I just purchased it. I look forward to seeing it. So they paid $7.95 for this. And then on top of that, they paid $30 in shipping to have it sent to Japan. So I'm super curious why the Ohio Elks Association playing cards are so exciting to this collector. Maybe they're American, or maybe they collect Elks Lodge, secret society stuff, or I don't know, Ohio stuff. I really don't know what the appeal of this would be for this person, but whatever it is, it's important for them. So it will be in the mail to Japan today. That's exciting. Well, let's see what's next. Okay, now you might be thinking, rolled gauze, this is super lame. Like, why is he showing us this? The reason I'm showing you this is because I have so much of this gauze. I was at a thrift store and I bought, I think, 13 large boxes that held, let's see, I bought 13 boxes, and each box, I think, held 6 of these. So I have like so much gauze. I have it in 2 different size listings. This is the smaller one. So this is like a box of 6. And then I think I have a box also of 36 that you can buy for like about $40. I'm trying to sell it. And before I bought it, I did my research. I looked at sold comps. I looked at active comps, and this stuff is selling. I mean, this is legitimate medical supplies. It's sterile. It's sealed. Like it's used. I mean, meaning I bought it at a thrift store, but it's new in the package. Like I made sure all of it is in really good condition because I don't want to sell medical supplies that are unsanitary or something like that. So the reason I'm showing you this is I'm super excited. I finally sold one for $14.95 plus free shipping. I think the entire thing, buying all 11 boxes, cost, let's see, I paid $33 for all of it, because I paid $3 a box. So basically, by the time I sell 3 of these, after fees and everything and shipping, that will probably pay for the gauze, and then the rest of it is just going to be profit. And so it may take years. I may still be selling this 2 years from now, but that's okay. At this point, it's just passive income once it's paid off. So yay for gauze. All right, this was a cool story. This is a Derek Williams signed basketball. I live in Tucson. I live right by the University of Arizona. So, you know, obviously you come across things when you're out thrifting or sourcing, you come across like your hometown sports team items. So I bought this in a Goodwill auction for $11. There really wasn't a clear market price for this on eBay. There wasn't like any signed Derek Williams stuff like that I could find, I don't think. And he's in the NBA now. He plays for like an NBA team. I'm not sure who. I'm not like a sports guy. Um, so anyways, I got a message from someone saying, "Hey, I'm interested in this item. Could I possibly just pick it up for you? I come down all the time to watch the U of A basketball games, and I'll be in town tomorrow for a basketball game. And would you take $40 for it?" And so I went and I revised the listing. I added local pickup because I don't just have local pickup on my stuff. I don't want to deal with meeting people. But every once in a while, maybe 2, 3 times a year, I will do a local pickup and go meet someone at the Safeway down the street and do a handoff. So that was cool. We set up a time. It was late. Like I had to meet him at like 8 at night or something stupid like that. But it was all right. I showed up at the supermarket and he showed up. He had like a U of A hat on, a U of A shirt. He was about to go to the U of A game. He was obviously like a big fan. And so it was cool. We shook hands. I gave him the basketball and, you know, I walked him out of the store and said goodbye. And so it's cool. I like when there's like that personal touch every once in a while in eBay because most of the time there's no communication between you and your, you know, buyer. It's all just, you know, it's all just a transaction and you get it, you know, in the mail. So it's really nice every once in a while when it becomes more personal. So that's my story with that, and I made some money on it. So that's good. The North Face. I have 2 of these bags. I have a yellow one for sale in my store also that's a little bigger. I took a best offer on this of $105 with free shipping, and I was super happy. This came out of that big yard sale lot that I bought, and so I really didn't pay very much for it, so that was a very good sale. And the bag cleaned up really nice. Both the bags were super scuffed up and dirty, and my helper like got out the magic eraser, like you know, like a little magic eraser sponge and like whatever else she used. I don't know. She put the magic on it, got them cleaned up. They look great. So glad it sold. Here's another bag that I sold because I listed, I don't know, I mean, I've listed like 20 or 30 bags in the last month. I've listed a lot of bags for sale. This one sold right away, like within 2 hours. I think I took a best offer. I think he offered me 25 for it, and I countered at 35 because, you know, when I get a best offer like right away when I just listed something, I'm usually not super motivated to take it. But at the same time, I don't want to just turn down offers. I'm always willing to negotiate a little bit. So I think the reason this is desirable is that it's a motorcycle bag for specific motorcycles. There's a couple of motorcycles it fits. Let's see, I think it says on the tag here. Designed and manufactured exclusively for Buell American motorcycles. And I think I figured out there's like 2 models that this fits on. And let's see, I think it says on here. Yeah, it says on this thing. And so the cool thing is this came with like the instruction sheet and basically looked like a vintage item that's in new condition, unused condition. So, you know, and it shows you how to put it on and stuff. And so clearly, you know, this is probably a hard to find item. And so it sold right away. I probably should have listed it at like $50 and I probably would have made a little more money. But I don't look back on that stuff. I just move forward. So next item, the American West. So I generally these days try and stay away from books and old magazines just because they're really, really slow to sell. But I was at a thrift store and they had a collection of 10 of these American West magazines. They're all from the 1960s. They're really rare and they were in super excellent condition. And the fact that I could buy 10 of them was really appealing because that makes listing it a lot easier. Like I can just list and then copy. And basically the only thing I need to change out in the listing was the photos. And so, you know, I just decided to buy them. I knew I could sell them for about $10 each. And this is the first one that sold. So, you know, again, this is going to take a long time. But once I sell 2 of them, I will have already made a profit and paid off the cost of buying them and listing them. And then, you know, from there, it's all just passive income. So that's good. And this magazine is cool. It has lots of illustrations and, you know, good thick paper. And definitely I can see why it's a collectible item. So let's go look at the last thing I'm going to show you in this video. I sold these 5 green bell pepper Murano style, Italian style glass art, and they sold to someone in Las Vegas who sent me a message, and he bought them. I wish he would have done it a different way, but how it went down is that he bought them and then immediately sent me a message and said, "I'm out of town. I'm traveling until Saturday. Can you or I'm traveling until Sunday. Can you please ship them on Saturday?" So I debated about what to do, because if I just hold on to the item, it's going to show up in my data points as a late shipped item, which brings down my score, potentially runs the risk of, losing my top rated seller status for having too many late items. And I already have I think 2% late shipping or something like that, which is good. I think 2% is great. But eBay doesn't want me to go above 3%. So I debated about what to do. It's such a hassle though. eBay doesn't make this easy. What I would have had to do is cancel this transaction, refund the guy his money, relist the item, and then, have him buy it, right? Have him go ahead and click to buy it, but then have him not pay for it until later in the week. And then I would be able to ship it within a day in order for it to not affect my tracking numbers. And that's such a hassle to have to ask this guy who just spent $40, right? That's such a hassle to have to ask him to go through all of that. So I just sucked this one up. I held it till Friday. I shipped it on Friday because wasn't going to do shipping this Saturday. And it's just late, and it's going to hit my score a tiny bit. And that's what I'm willing to do for customer service, because I didn't want to make a big hassle for that person. And so that's what has sold recently in my store. These are the most interesting items. There's a bunch of other stuff, but I don't want to show you everything because it would be a super long and boring video. And I hope you enjoyed checking out my sales. I hope you like the variety of things I have for sale. I've had fun selling all of this stuff, and I've had fun telling you guys these stories today about my business and my hustle. So have a successful day. Go out there and buy some cool stuff, sell some cool stuff, whatever you're up to that brought you to this video. Keep going. Have a good Thanksgiving. If you're American and celebrating, have a good holiday weekend. Share the love with your family. Be grateful for, all the good stuff that you have. Even if you think your life sucks, it's probably a lot better than a lot of people's lives. So be grateful, and I will see you in another video. So long. Bye-bye.